Yo!
What's going on, guys? My name is Kevin, and in today's video I want to talk about powerlifting versus bodybuilding. Now, when it comes to training at the gym, there's many different types of ways to train, such as calisthenics as another example, but the main two that I see people doing the most is usually either bodybuilding or powerlifting. Now, in case you have any confusion about these two, you can basically associate powerlifting with strength and bodybuilding with hypertrophy. A bodybuilder in general mainly focuses to increase his or her strength, and especially in the top three compound exercises, which is the squat, the bench press, and the deadlift. A bodybuilder, on the other hand, focuses more on how he or she looks and more on range of motion and taking things slower, higher reps as well, and hypertrophy, of course. A bodybuilder is more likely to add on more weight and decrease the reps of the exercise. Also, just as a side note, but when it comes to competitions, a powerlifter is going to lift super heavy, and a bodybuilder is really just going to pose and try to show off his or her body and try to get the best votes from judges. And like I said, when it comes to exercise selection, a powerlifter is more likely to focus on compound exercises, whereas a bodybuilder is more likely to focus on isolation exercises. A bodybuilder in general is going to use more range of motion and probably have better form than a powerlifter. And also, they're probably less likely to get injured, but don't tell a powerlifter that. When it comes to training splits, a powerlifter is probably going to pick a split based on exercise selection, and a bodybuilder is most likely going to pick a split based on muscle groups. Another thing is rest time. Now, if you are a powerlifter, then you know that you're going to have to take more rest because you're going to go super heavy and probably really close to your max when you work out. You might even try to PR, I don't know. But you're probably going to take more rest. And as a bodybuilder, your reps are going to be higher, but your weight is definitely going to be lower. So you're probably going to end up taking less rest and you're not going to feel as fatigued. Now, regardless of whether you pick powerlifting or bodybuilding, either way is really fine. You just really want to try and define your goals. And the easiest way would probably be that if you want to try to get stronger and that's really all you care about, then maybe powerlifting is better for you. But if you maybe want to increase your rep ranges and you want to increase your muscle mass and how you look, then bodybuilding is probably better for you. What you could also do, and this is kind of what I do nowadays, is that I kind of combine powerlifting and bodybuilding. So I'll have days where I go super heavy and just try to max out, and I'll have days where I focus more on bodybuilding and hypertrophy. Another thing that you guys can do, which I do as well, is when it comes down to compound exercises, such as the big three, which is bench, deadlift, and squat, you can focus on powerlifting or maybe going heavier for strength. And then when it comes to isolation exercises, you can focus on hypertrophy or focusing more on muscle mass. One thing I forgot to mention is diet. Now, when it comes to a powerlifter's diet, they basically eat whatever the hell they want. I mean, they just eat anything from burgers to tacos to chicken to whatever you can name. And their main goal is probably to gain weight so that they can lift heavier. And it's not as structured as a bodybuilder's diet. A bodybuilder's diet is going to be way more structured and technical and scientific. And they're probably going to track their macros exactly. And overall probably eat more healthier because these are the things that are leading to you looking better rather than just having superhuman strength. Now again, when deciding to be more of a powerlifter or a bodybuilder at the gym, it's really going to come down to your goals of whether you want to focus on strength or muscle mass, or whether you're bulking or dieting as well. Because if you're dieting, I feel like bodybuilding would just make more sense, and if you're bulking, I feel like powerlifting would make more sense. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna do it for this video. There's not really much else to say. I think I said everything there was to say about powerlifting versus bodybuilding. Again, you just want to evaluate your goals and see which one you want to go with. And you also don't have to specifically choose one or the other. You can kind of split it half and half. depending on the day of the week, or depending on what exercise selection you're on, or anything else like that. So yeah, just evaluate your goals and see what you want to do. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments below. Be sure to like the video, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace!